Hello and welcome to today's episode of Bread Bowl for our YouTube viewers and for our podcast listeners, Bread Bowl Audio. So today we're discussing watching K-dramas. That's something that I've done. I haven't watched in the past couple weeks, but I really like watching these shows. I like watching Korean shows because I like Korea. As you may know, I'm a fan, and I like listening to K-pop. I have a lot of K-pop on my phone. The music, I got a lot of the music on my phone. It's on my Apple Music account. There's a bunch of it there, and then I bought a bunch of the albums, which we did a bunch of videos on my YouTube channel. And then here in my bedroom, the wall is covered in K-pop posters. We got 4 Twice ones. We got Cherry Bullet, we got Red Velvet, and Luna as well. So we have a couple of things in here, K-pop related, and something that I really like. And if you either watched the video or listened to the podcast before about my car Momo, first you'll know why the car's name is Momo, and second, I explain all the stickers that I put on it. But the other thing is K-dramas. That's another thing I've gotten into. It's a little bit different because for me, when I'm watching something, I really just be on my phone and listening to what they're saying. But since I don't know Korean, I kind of have to watch everything and read all the stuff on the screen, and sometimes I'm just I don't know. So that's my issue with that, but I really do enjoy watching it. It's just I don't get to do it as much because sometimes they'll be at night and I'm I want to watch things for a couple minutes. I want to watch an episode of that, which I do, but I'm just oh, I can watch YouTube and look at stuff on Twitter at the same time. So it's sort of, that's the issue. So it's more of a commitment, I guess I could say, but I really do enjoy watching them, and I will get back into them. So to start, I pay for Netflix to watch K-dramas. I did make a second account because I think you can have 4 on your one account. I made a second profile, another profile on my account. That's what I did. I made a second profile so my parents could watch whatever they wanted on Netflix as well, because my brother recommends them Netflix shows, and they're we don't have a Netflix account. Just use mine. I don't care. So I set that up for them. But I do use Netflix for that. Now, one more thing that I just forgot to throw in there of my liking of Korea. I have a cat. For our viewers here on the YouTube video, you can see her right here on the screen. For our podcast listeners, I'm holding her right now. But I named her Soul when we got her last year, and she was a little kitten. So yeah, I have a kitten named Soul. And that's also part of that. But back to what I was saying about watching things. I've watched one whole series. It's called Age of Youth in Korea, and then it's Hello My 20s, what it was called on Netflix. I watched both seasons of it. It was really good. I really liked the first season a little bit more probably, but both seasons were really good. And then I watched part of the YouTube, what's that? YouTube Premium Originals, whatever they're called. I guess what they're called. This is Originals on YouTube Premium. I watched part of Top Management. That's how I actually got into it. That was on there. I didn't watch the whole thing yet, just because I kind of started watching it, and then didn't finish watching it. And there's some other things Rakuten Viki or whatever. I don't know, but it's a thing that you can watch all different Asian shows on. Korean, Japanese, Chinese, other ones. I think one's, I don't know, but those are the ones I remember. But I was watching one on there. I didn't watch all of that because there was it kind of got annoying with ads halfway through it, and I just started watching things on Netflix instead. So I was watching, I think it's I'm Not a Robot or something like that. I don't know. That one was interesting because it was a guy who was didn't interact with people because if he got touched by a person in any way, he would get like all these rashes and things. So he wanted like a robot girl, and then the person made a robot and then broke it. But the guy based it off of his girlfriend or his ex-girlfriend, so then he found her and had her pretend to be a robot in this guy's house. It's kind of wild. But I was watching part of that. And then the one I'm watching on Netflix is Strong Girl Bong Soon. That one's very good. I think I've watched like 3 or 4 episodes. It's something that goes, basically every woman born in this family has these powers to, well, they're really strong, basically. They can like just destroy everything if they do. And, you know, they added it through history of Korea and things, how this one family did stuff. You know, they just added that in. They're like, oh yeah, this was here during this event. But the way it works, if you use the powers in the wrong way, then you lose them. But every woman that's born in the family has that power. So I'm watching that, and the girl got hired to protect some guy or something. I don't know. Well, I do know, because that's what it was. She like fought off these guys who were like attacking a bus driver or something. And, or no, it was these guys were in a roadblock. It was that they made a roadblock. They're doing construction, and then this bus driver got out and they started fighting him. So she showed up, and they're like, oh, well, you know, she didn't want to use her power, so she just like said she was going to call police. And they're like, yeet, yeet, and took her phone. So she's like, she fought them all and kicked them really high in the sky, and, you know, they all got beat up. And then this one guy noticed this was happening, and that's when he was like, oh, you should come. Or, you know, it was more than that, but once he noticed her and, you know, they went to the police station or whatever, he wanted to find her, so he had his people from his company find her, and then she got hired or something like that to protect him. So that's cool. So I'm watching that one. I do want to get back into watching that. I may watch it actually after recording, after today's recording session. So, yeah, so that's the thing. I just have interest in K-dramas. I just haven't really got to watch them as much just because I end up watching YouTube. By the time I catch up on YouTube, it's like really late. And I'm like, oh my god. But yeah, that's that. So that's my interest in watching K-dramas. So thank you to everybody who watched on YouTube and everybody who listened on podcast, on Bread Bowl Audio, or watched on Bread Bowl on YouTube. Thank you for choosing your platform of choice and engaging with this content in one way or the other. So thank you for that, and we'll see you guys in the next one.